We welcome you to the Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. We present another exciting edition of my NBA2K26 content. The 2025-2026 season playthrough continues as we are now in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Semifinals featuring the Detroit Pistons and the Milwaukee Bucks. As we look at the starting lineup for the JB Bickerstaff's crew, we got Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Asar Thompson, Tobias Harris, and Jalen Duren. While Doc Rivers, he's still the head coach in this universe because they're in the playoffs in this universe. His lineup featuring Cole Anthony, Gary Trent Jr., Kyle Kuzma, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Miles Turner at center. The Bucks took care of the Pistons game one, leading from start to finish. They hit the first 13 shots. They even went on a 24-3 run during that stretch. And they ended up winning game one, 111-77. And in that game, as we see, Cole Anthony will shoot the three. That's no good. Jalen Duren crashing the rebound. We had six players in double figures for the Bucks in that game number one victory. Cade Cunningham had 22 in that loss. He's going to come around the layup. That's good, and the Pistons will lead for the first time in this series. It's 2-0. Cunningham averaged over 30 points in the 4 games he played against the Bucks this season. See Gary Trent Jr. holding on to this one right now. Trent Jr. had 19 points, the second leading scorer for the Bucks. Turner, that's no good. Tobias Harris with the rebound. Feeds it over to Jaden Ivey, and I just got tired of trying to make any adjustments with the lineup set, so I'm not going to tinker with the lineups. That kind of ruined everything for me, I think, with how the flow of this game is being played. We got 5 on the shot clock. Cunningham. That is intercepted by Turner, or stolen by Turner, I should say. Giannis, 15 on the shot clock. He's coming around, and he's just holding on to it. Antetokounmpo being guarded by Cunningham. Feeds it over to Turner. Antetokounmpo could have just taken the shot, but Miles Turner will do it anyway. We're tied at 2. Giannis with the assist. Giannis had a triple-double with 29 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists. Big baseball pass with Asar Thompson, and a slam dunk is there, and the Pistons on top by 2. Cole Anthony crossing the half-court line. Feeds it over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. So we got Giannis back over to Cole Anthony. Anthony feeds it over to Turner. Back over to Gary Trent Jr. We got 5 on the shot clock. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. Jalen Duren grabbing the rebound. Cunningham feeds it over to Ivey. He'll shoot the three. That's good. That's 7 unanswered points by the... Oh, no, wait a minute. That's 5 in a row. Never mind. It's Harlan, Anthony, and Kellogg if you want to hear the game commentary, but you get me instead. Gary Trent Jr., he'll shoot the 3, I should say, and that's in there. And the Bucks within 2. 3 minutes into the game, 7-5. The Pistons on top. Game 2 of this Eastern Conference semifinal series. Ivey, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Kyle Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Still has it as he passes it over to Gary Trent Jr. He'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3. Back-to-back threes for GTJ. 8-7. The Bucks on top by 1. Ivey coming around. Jump shot. That is no good. Turner coming down with the rebound. First lead of the game for the Bucks. Cole Anthony will shoot the 2. That is no good. Miles Turner only had 2 points, 2 assists, and 12 rebounds in the game against game 1. He really would do a little bit better. He's usually a double-figure guy, at least points-wise here. Cade Cunningham coming around, 4 on the shot clock. That is off the back iron. Cole Anthony grabbing the rebound. 4 minutes into the game. Giannis, he'll lose it there. The Bucks, the one thing they did wrong was they turned the ball over a lot. They turned it over 11 times. Jalen Duren, he'll miss that one. Miles Turner grabbing the rebound there. Feeds it over to Giannis, and that's stolen by Tobias Harris. Jaden Ivey feeds it over to Thompson, and Thompson with the bucket. It's 9-8. As I said, the Bucks turned it over back-to-back trips down the court. They had 11 of those in game 1. Something they got to work on. And there's a slam dunk alley-oop to Giannis Antetokounmpo, and the lead is 10-9 right now. Giannis, as I said, had 29 points, led all scorers. Triple-double, 29 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists. Terrible alley-oop opportunity there. Kuzma will come down with the steal. Over to Giannis. He'll put the shot up, no good. Cunningham with the rebound. Gives it over to Jaden Ivey. Feeds it back over to Cunningham. Feeds it over to Ivey. He'll shoot the three. That's in there. Pistons on top again. A little bit of a back-and-forth game early on here. Pistons a lot better so far in the first nearly 6 minutes of this game. As we have 10 on the shot clock. Feeding it over to Cole Anthony. 4 on the shot clock. Cole Anthony feeds it over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. Jalen Duren grabbing the rebound. And Tobias Harris with it. Feeds it over to Jalen Duren. Back over to Jaden Ivey. 6 on the shot clock, or 6 minutes to play in the first. Ivey. He's going to come around. Layup, that's good. It's a 4-point lead. Jaden Ivey, 3 of 5 with 8 points. The rest of the team, 6 points on 3 of 5 shooting themselves. So they're shooting 60% early on in this game. They only shot 36%, as you see the slam dunk by Miles Turner. And that'll put an end to that 5-0 run, a quick 5-0 run. Jaden Ivey feeds it over to Jalen Duren. Duren back over to Cunningham. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. Pistons on top by 5 early on. As we're approaching 5 minutes of play in the first, Cole Anthony, 13 on the shot clock. Anthony feeds it over to Giannis. He'll shoot the three. He'll miss it. Jaden Ivey grabbing a rebound. Gives it over to Tobias Harris. Back over to Cade Cunningham now. 15 on the shot clock. Cunningham, he'll shoot the three. That is no good. Duren will get the offensive rebound. Tries to put it up. No good. Antetokounmpo grabbing the rebound. Pistons out-rebounding the Bucks 8-5 right now. 14 on the shot clock. And there was a big discrepancy as Miles Turner will hit the three. I said big disparity between the rebounds. The Bucks out-rebound the Pistons 51-35 in game 1. Harris feeding it over to Thompson here. Back over to Jaden Ivey. He'll shoot the three. That's no good. Antetokounmpo grabbing a rebound. See Giannis over to Miles Turner. Feeds it back over to Cole Anthony. Under 4 to play here in the first. Cole Anthony feeds it over to Kuzma. 4 on the shot clock. Kuzma feeds it back over to Cole Anthony. He'll shoot the three. That is off the iron. No good. Jaden Ivey with the rebound. Feeds it back over to Jaden Ivey. Back over to Ausar Thompson now. 3:35 to play in the first. We got 10 on the shot clock. Cunningham, 3.5 to play in the first. He'll put the jump shot up. That is no good. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabbing a rebound. Giannis finds Kuzma. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. And the Bucks lead at 18-17. Get a defense chance here. Cunningham, slam dunk. The Pistons on top by 1 again. I said back and forth game. Giannis, he's coming around. He'll put the layup up. That's good. 20-19. Giannis putting the Bucks on top again. So we got 2:40 to play in the first. 15 on the shot clock. Jaden Ivey, he'll shoot the three. That's no good. Miles Turner just with the rebound right there. Bickerstaff like, what are you thinking the guy's doing? Giannis coming around the layup. That's good. It's a 3-point lead for the Bucks. Their largest lead so far in this first quarter. The Pistons had an early lead of 5 points. So we hear the defense chants. Cunningham for three. Drains it. We are tied at 22. Here in the first quarter, Giannis coming around. Shot is up. That's good. Bucks on top by 2. That's 8 for Giannis already. Cunningham. As we're under 2 minutes of play here in the first. 24-22, Bucks on top. Game 2 of this Eastern Conference Semifinals series. We got 8 on the shot clock. Cunningham. That is no good. Giannis will come down with the rebounds. Crashing him already. He's going to come around. He's going to go coast to coast. That's 10 for the Greek Freak already. A minute and a half into the left of the first quarter, I should say, and we'll have our first timeout called in this game. Timeout by the Pistons, 1:27 to play in the first. We're going to take one. The Bucks lead it by 4. Coming out of timeout here, 87 seconds left to play. We got Sasser, Robinson, Holland, Stewart, and I think it's Paul Reed. And now we have for the Bucks, let's see here, Rollins, Porter Jr., Taurean Prince. So let me see. We got Rollins, Porter Jr., Taurean Prince. See Duncan Robinson as Marcus Sasser. He's actually fully healthy now. Robinson will shoot the 3. That's in there. So it is Smith, Rollins, Porter Jr., and Prince. That is the lineup set for the official lineup set for the final 67 seconds in the first quarter. Get it over to Taurean Prince. Prince feeding it over to Portis Jr. He makes the 3, and the lead is up to 4. Portis Jr. had 15 points off the bench, one of the 6 players that were in double figures for the Bucks. Isaiah Stewart finding over to Sasser. Sasser, no good. Taurean Prince grabbing a rebound. The Bucks going the other way. Feeds it over to Porter Jr. No good. That is tipped, and Sasser will come down with the rebound. Holland, off the pass, he'll get the layup. That's good. 28 and a half to play here in the first. 2-point lead for the Bucks. Porter Jr. feeds it over to Smith. Smith with the slam dunk. 31-27. Robinson. Shot clock turned off. So they're just going to probably hold on for the last shot here. They will inbound it to start the second quarter since the Bucks won the tip. Robinson will shoot the 3. Oh, ice cold there. Rollins. And he'll shoot the deep 3. That's an air ball, and that will do it for the first quarter here. In a very back and forth first quarter, the Bucks leading it 31-30. I hope you like what you see. Leave a like, comment, subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. We'll see you guys in the second quarter. Starting the second quarter here, so we have Stewart, Green, Paul Reed, I know is out on the court, Duncan Robinson, and who else is out there? I hate when I don't get everything there. And Sasser, okay, so that's the lineup set there. Green feeding it over to Holland. 2 on the shot clock. He'll put the shot up. That's no good. It's Jericho Sims out there for the first time. Then we got Rollins, Porter Jr., I think we got Portis Jr. As there's a 3-ball right there by Porter Jr. And the lead is up to 4 again for the Bucks. Javonte Green feeding it over to Stewart. And that's Taurean Prince, and that's no good, but Taurean Prince was the other player I was thinking of for the Bucks, and that will do it. That is the lineup set. Jericho Sims on the alley-oop. His first 2 points of the game, and it is 36-30. 6-point lead, the largest lead of the game for the Milwaukee Bucks. Stewart feeds it over to Holland. Holland shooting the 3. That is no good. Porter Jr. with the rebound. Rollins feeds it over to Portis Jr. Back over to Porter Jr. here, a minute and a half into the second quarter. Feeds it over to Portis Jr. He'll shoot the 2. That is no good. Ron Holland grabbing the rebound. Sasser. 10 on the shot clock. Sasser still holding on to it. He'll put the 2 up. That is no good. Portis Jr. grabbing a rebound. Rollins Feeds it over to Jericho Sims. He's going to go to the line, and he'll shoot two as Stewart called for his first personal foul, first team foul against the Pistons. 9:50 to play in the second quarter. Time for me to get some water while Jericho Sims is going to shoot the free throws here. Sims will hit the first one. It's a 7-point lead. Let's look at the lineup set for the Pistons. So we have Cunningham, Ivy, Thompson, Holland, and Stewart staying out on the court. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, so with this Sims, of course, Porter Jr., Trent Jr., Kuzma, and Antetokounmpo. So Porter Jr., I think, moves to another position. And the other three are on the court for the first time in the second quarter. That's a miss right there. Ron Holland will get the slam dunk. In this game, we've had 7 lead changes, 2 ties. And as I said, the Pistons are actually a little bit more competitive in this game so far in the first 2.5 minutes of the second quarter, but Jerry Trent Jr., he'll miss that one. Cunningham feeding it over to Holland. Holland. He'll come around the layup off the backboard. Good. Pistons shooting 14 of 29. The Bucks of 15 of 26. Ron Holland scored the last 4 points for the Pistons. He gets them to within 3. Feeds it over to Giannis. Giannis back over to Porter Jr. He'll shoot the 3. He'll miss that one. Ron Holland coming down with the rebound. He's been aggressive in the last couple of minutes. Cunningham. 13 on the shot clock. Coming around, and he will get the alley-oop. And I believe that's Asar Thompson with the slam dunk. Pistons on a 6-0 run. They're within 1. Antetokounmpo on it over to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo feeds it over to Kuzma. We got 10 on the shot clock. Kuzma coming around. 4 on the shot clock. He'll put the shot up. That is good, and the lead is up to 3 again. Pistons 15 of 30, the Bucks 16 of 28. Both teams shooting the ball fairly well to start this game. The Bucks, I don't remember the last time they've actually had it this close. Thompson, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Antetokounmpo grabbing a rebound. Have Gary Trent Jr. Looks like Bobby Portis Jr. is going back to the bench. They see the layup there, and it's 41 to 36. Jaden Ivey, 15 on the shot clock. Over, he'll shoot the 3 for Ivey, no good. Jericho Sims grabbing a rebound. Kevin Porter Jr. And that is tipped, and that is stolen by Holland. Again, as I said, one of the biggest downfalls, you see Asar Thompson taking that pass with a slam dunk worthy enough of the AT&T Connected Cam. AT&T, a proud sponsor of NBA 2K26. Sims will inbound it to Antetokounmpo here for 5 minutes into the second quarter. 41-38, Bucks on top. Feeds it back over to Giannis. Giannis coming around with a layup. That's good. The lead is up to 5. 12 points for the Greek Freak. His first points of this second quarter. Shooting 75% himself, and we're going to have our first time out of the second quarter here. We're going to take one as well. 6:36 to play in the second. 43-38, Bucks on top. Coming back here on the timeout, 6:36, we got Cunningham, Ivy, Thompson, Stewart, and Duran. And for the Bucks, Turner checking in for Jericho Sims. 6:36 to play in the second. Game 2 of this Eastern Conference semifinals here at Fiserv Forum. The Bucks leading the series 1-0 after winning by 34 points in a game they never trailed. Asar Thompson coming around. And that is no good. That's rolled off the back iron. Giannis. There's 17 rebounds right now so far for the Bucks in this game. They had 51 in all game 1, as you see the Greek Freak with the layup there. 45-38. 7-point lead. Ivy coming around. That's good. Gary Trent Jr. Feeds it back over to Porter Jr. Over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. 8 on the shot clock. That is off the front rim. That's no good. And Thompson will come down with it. Asar Thompson. Jump shot. No good. Giannis coming down with the rebound. He just went coast to coast right there just to get that rebound off the miss. Kuzma holding on to it right now. 16 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Giannis. Giannis, oh, he will pass it over to Turner. He'll shoot the 3. He'll miss it. Asar Thompson with the rebound. Asar Thompson back over to Cunningham. There's a 3 by Jaden Ivey. That's no good. Kyle Kuzma grabbing a rebound. 10 points for Jaden Ivey on 4 of 10 shooting. 2 of 7 from beyond the arc. 13 on the shot clock. Feeding it over to Antetokounmpo. And there, Kuzma for 3. No good. Antetokounmpo getting the offensive rebound and a put in. That's 16 for him. And a lead up to 7. Ties matches their largest lead. The Pistons had a 5-point lead early on, actually, on a couple different occasions in the first quarter. Missed there, Porter Jr. 21-16 now. The Bucks out rebound the Pistons. Turner. 10 on the shot clock. Back over to Kuzma. Kuzma back over to Porter Jr. 2 on the shot clock. Porter Jr. will shoot the 3. No good. Jalen Duren grabbing a rebound. Cunningham crossing the half-court line with it. Feeds it back over to Ivy. He'll shoot the 3. No good. Antetokounmpo grabbing a rebound. We know Jaden Ivey is not with any team right now in real life. He was traded to the Chicago Bulls, but then went out and said some comments. We will not get to that on the air over here, but some of the comments he said got him released by the Bulls. Porter Jr. will shoot the 3. That is no good. Cade Cunningham grabbing the rebound. Cunningham coming around with it. He'll get to the layup. That's good. And we'll have a timeout call. 3:21 to play in the second. The Bucks leading at 47-42. We're going to take a timeout. Coming out of the timeout. And we're not going to see too many substitutions here, but we look at league leaders for field goal percentage. Jalen Duren at 2nd and Giannis 4th in the league. I think it's amongst, I think it is amongst leaders, I think, as you see Antetokounmpo. His team up by 5 right now. 3:10 to play until halftime. Miles Turner feeds it over to Anthony. Cole Anthony coming around with the slam dunk, and the lead is up to 7 again. 180 seconds to play in the second. Cade Cunningham crossing the half-court line. He still has it. 15 on the shot clock. Over to Jaden Ivey. Ivey, he'll shoot the 3. He'll miss the 3. Kuzma get the rebound. Jaden Ivey still 10 points on 4 of 12 shooting, 2 rebounds. Anthony. That shot is good, and the lead is 10. I believe that's a 3-pointer right there. They're saying it is. And for the first time, the Bucks lead it by double figures. Cunningham. He's going to come around with the layup. That's good. Cade Cunningham with 14 points. As I said, he had 22 in Game 1. He averaged 34 points in that 7-game series. A little over 34 points a game in that 7-game series when they held off the Knicks in 7 games to put the 1-8 upset. Asar Thompson with the steal. Thompson over to Jaden Ivey, back over to Harris. Harris feeding over to Cunningham. He'll shoot the 3. No good. Miles Turner with the rebound. Cole Anthony. 15 on the shot clock. Anthony coming around. Feeds it over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. That's tipped, and that almost went in. Oh, the Pistons were lucky that didn't go in. And that is stolen by Kuzma. Feeds it over to Antetokounmpo. Giannis is coming around with the slam dunk. And the Bucks are on top by 10 again. Kuzma, nice assist there. Minute 7 to play until halftime. It's 54-44. Milwaukee on top. They're looking to try to take a 2-0 lead. Cunningham. That jump shot is good. Harris will get the assist on the Cunningham bucket. I believe he has 16 now for Cunningham. Giannis coming around the layup. That's good. The lead up to 10 again. 20 points for Giannis on 10 of 13 shooting. He has 3 assists. However, he's turned the ball over 3 times. That has been a big concern so far. Cunningham feeds it back over to Jaden Ivey, over to Thompson. Harris shoots the 3. That's in there. Pistons within 7. 30 seconds to play until halftime. Antetokounmpo feeding it over to Anthony. He'll shoot the 3. That is no good. Jalen Duren grabbing a rebound. Shot clock turned off. Cole Anthony 5 points on 2 of 6 shooting, 3 assists. Ivy. He's still coming around, being guarded by Cole Anthony. Jaden Ivey, he'll put the shot up. That's no good. Trent Jr. will get the rebound, and that will do it. We are at the end of the first half. The Bucks leading the Pistons 56-49. The Pistons are still in this game here in game number 2. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do, please leave a like, comment, hit the subscribe button if you are new to this channel. I am Vinny from vdubproductions. We're going to take you to the halftime report. We will see you in the second half. And we are back here in Milwaukee at the Fiserv Forum. The Bucks leading 56-49. If you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo highlights here, we got 20 points for him. The Bucks are shooting 56% right now. They shot 60% in game 1. So they are doing pretty well right now, close to that average or shooting mark that they had in the first half. We got Cunningham, who had 16 in that first half. The lineup set, starting 5 for both teams. Cunningham, Ivey, Thompson, Harris, Duren. And, of course, you see Anthony, Trent Jr., Turner, Kuzma, and Antetokounmpo for the Bucks. Those are your lineup set here. 5 on the shot clock. Cunningham coming around. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. Turner with the reception. 26 rebounds for the Bucks right now. And that's a 3-second violation against the Bucks. The Pistons will get the ball. Another turnover against the Bucks. And I said they had 11 turnovers in game number 1. That was the one thing I'd say, that the Pistons were able to get turnovers and get points off of them, but this game was never close outside of 7-6. And they never led one bit. Jalen Duren, he'll get the bucket in there. Pistons within 5. Well, the Pistons have not led since the first quarter, as Giannis coming around. That is 27 for him, or 22 for him. Bucks at 57% shooting. The Pistons 46%. They only shot 39% in game 1, so they're doing better shooting-wise. Jaden Ivey, he'll miss that one. Kuzma coming down with the rebound. Feeds it over to Trent Jr., back over to Antetokounmpo. A minute and a half into the third quarter. 58-51. Antetokounmpo feeds it over to Turner. Count it! Miles Turner going to go to the line for an and one opportunity. Jalen Duren will get the foul there. 60-51. Miles Turner shooting one. He'll sink it. The lead up to 10 again. 61 to 51. Feeds it over to Cunningham. Cunningham coming around. That's a layup. That's good. That's 20 for him. No, yeah, no, wait a minute. I think that might be 18. Did he get the first bucket of the third quarter? I know he's at least at 18. I'm kind of confused right now. Sometimes these stats don't want to really update on me. Cunningham, 8 on the shot clock. Or no, Antetokounmpo, 8 on the shot clock. Cole Anthony shooting the 2, no good. Jalen Duren grabbing the rebound. We got Jaden Ivey over to Tobias Harris. Being guarded by Miles Turner, and he's going to step out of bounds. And this time it's the Pistons that'll turn the ball over. As we're nearly 2.5 minutes into the third quarter, 61-53. Pistons on top. Game 2 of this Eastern Conference Semifinals series. They're looking to try to go back to Detroit up 2-0. The Bucks being tested right now, and all intents and purposes, they're being tested right now. As you see, Greek Freak there with the bucket. That's 24 for him. Lead up to 10 again as we're approaching 3 minutes into the third quarter. Cunningham, 15 on the shot clock. Cunningham. Over to Duren. Duren rejected by Miles Turner, and Gary Trent Jr. will come down with the he fishes it over to, I think that was Kuzma for a second. Leads it back over to Cole Anthony. So that was Cole Anthony, never mind. Anthony back over to Trent Jr. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Duren grabbing the rebound. Asar Thompson over to Jaden Ivey. That bucket is good. Thompson will get the assist, 63-55. Cole Anthony back over to Kyle Kuzma. Is it over to Antetokounmpo? Giannis feeding over to Turner. Turner with the slam dunk. $19 on the shot clock. Feeds it back over to Cunningham. Cunningham with the slam dunk. It's 65-57. That's 20 points for Cade Cunningham. Antetokounmpo finally get over to Anthony. Back over to Trent Jr. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the 3. He'll miss it. Jalen Duren grabbing a rebound. Feeds it back over to Harris. Over to Cunningham. That shot is no good. Kuzma grabbing a rebound. Turner coming around. That is good. Miles Turner going to the line, shooting 1. Tobias Harris with this first personal foul. That's another foul against the Pistons here. Turner going to go to the line, shooting an and-1 opportunity for the second time in this game. As we're about 5 minutes into the third quarter. That's in there, 68-57. Cunningham. Hill to shoot the 2, no good. Antetokounmpo grabbing a rebound. 68-57. 30-23. The Bucks out rebounding the Pistons right now. Turner feeds it back over to Trent Jr. Feeds it back over to Giannis. Giannis coming around with a slam dunk, and the lead is up to 13. That's their largest lead of the game. Or extending their largest lead of the game, I should say. Timeout Pistons. We're going to take one as well with 6:19 to play in the third. The Bucks leading 70-57. We'll be back. Coming out of the timeout, we look at the league leaders during the playoffs right now. We got Giannis at 32.8 and Cade Cunningham at 32.5 now. That average went down just a little bit for Cade Cunningham. That included the last game here. The Bucks actually have been winners of 5 in a row. That's the second longest streak to the Atlanta Hawks of 6 in this postseason. And that gives it back over to Jaden Ivey. 10 on the shot clock. Ivey will lose it as Cole Anthony will come with the steal. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good, but Giannis will get the offensive rebound. He gets it again. I probably would have just put it up, but that's 2K logic, AI logic there. Giannis coming around, helping the layup. This time he will get it in there. 72-57. The Bucks on top. 15-point lead, extending their largest lead of the game. Thompson feeding it over to Harris. Over to Ivey. Back over to Thompson to Ivey again. 12 on the shot clock. 5.5 to play here in the third. Cunningham. 5 on the shot clock. Ivey. That is good. Jaden Ivey stops the bleeding just for a second. And the Pistons within 12. Giannis Antetokounmpo back over to Cole Anthony. Anthony, he'll shoot the 3. No good. Jaden Ivey grabbing a rebound. Ivey with it back over to Harris. He'll make the bucket. That's 5 quick points in the lead, down to 10 for the Bucks. Timeout. Bucks. We're going to take one as well. 4:50 to play in the third. The Bucks leading 72-62. We'll be back. Coming out of timeout, let's see. Marcus Sasser will come in for Cade Cunningham and for the Bucks. It will be Bobby Portis Jr. coming in for the Greek Freak. Something we'll see Giannis actually at some point in the fourth quarter, because this game is still not in doubt yet. Still in doubt, I should say. I don't remember the last time we've seen the Bucks within less than 20 points in this stage of the game. Probably since they got blown out in Game 1 of the Indiana series. Jaden Ivey feeding it over to Tobias Harris. Harris, he's coming around, and he's going to go to the line, shooting 2. Portis call for his first personal foul, first team foul. Doc Rivers not too happy with that. Tobias Harris going to the line, shooting 2. His team trailing by 10 right now. I don't understand the points pen 22, but they do have 16 fast break points as Harris will sink the first one. Pistons within 9. 6-0 run as we're under 4.5 to play in the third. Harris looking to attempt a second one. He will sink them both. That's a 7-0 run, 72-64. The Pistons on top. Kuzma. That layup is good. And it's 74-64 again. That ends that 7-0 run by the Pistons. Harris coming around, feeding it over to Ivey. He'll shoot the 3. He'll miss the 3. Cole Anthony grabbing a rebound, under 4 to play. Here in the third, Cole Anthony feeds it back over to Gary Trent Jr., back over to Anthony. Gary Trent Jr. has it again. Trent Jr., he'll shoot the 3. He'll miss it. Durham will grab the rebound. Huge pass over to Thompson. Thompson, can they come around? And he will go to the line, shooting 2. Cole Anthony call for his first person, or is that Trent Jr.? Thompson, either way, is going to go to the line, shooting 2. That is Gary Trent Jr. call for his first personal foul. That's the second team foul called against the Bucks. And Thompson will miss the first one. And let's see who's coming out. Isaiah Stewart for sure coming out for Jalen Duren. That's it for Detroit. And for Milwaukee, Cole Anthony's still out on the bench, but you got Porter Jr., Trent Jr., Gary Trent Jr. You got a lot of juniors. Portis Jr., I know, is into the game as well. He'll sink the second one. Pistons within 9. It's Cole Anthony crossing the half-court line with it. Feeds it back over to Kevin Porter Jr. Back over to Cole Anthony. Kyle Kuzma with it. 7 on the shot clock. Kuzma almost lost it for a second. He'll put it up. He's going to go to the line shooting 2. That's Tobias Harris' second personal foul. That's the third team foul called against the Pistons in this quarter. Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma at the line, getting ready to shoot 1. He'll make the first one, and it'll lead up to 10 again. Largest lead was 15 for the Bucks. As I said, the Pistons are a team that's not going away in this game. Kuzma. And he'll sink them both. It's an 11-point lead for the Bucks. 15 on the shot clock. Thompson, he'll shoot the 3. That's no good off the back iron. Portis Jr. grabbing a rebound. Kevin Porter Jr. has it. Finds it over to Cole Anthony. Anthony feeds it over to Trent Jr. He'll shoot the 3. He'll miss the 3. Tobias Harris grabbing the rebound. Feeds it back over to Jaden Ivey. Gary Trent Jr. 8 points on 3 at 9, shooting 1 steal in this game. Trent Jr. had 19 points in game 1. Harris coming around with the layup. That's good. Pistons within 9. 2.5 to play in the third. Feeds it over to Trent Jr. Trent Jr. over to Kuzma. He'll shoot the 3. He'll miss it. Thompson grabbing the rebound. Thompson back over to Marcus Sasser. Feeds it over to Stewart. 9 on the shot clock. Back over to Tobias Harris. Feeds it back over to Jaden Ivey. Ivey, he'll put the shot up. That is no good. Porter Jr. grabbing a rebound. Porter Jr., 13 on the shot clock. He's going to come around with a layup. That's good, and the Bucks lead it by 11 again. The Bucks shooting 33 of 61. The Pistons 28 of 61. The Bucks up by 11 here. 1.5 to play in the third. 15 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Harris. Harris back over to Ivey. Ivey. He's going to come around with a slam dunk. Pistons within 9. Jaden Ivey with 17 points, 7 of those here in the third quarter. Anthony crossing the half-court line here. 1 minute to play, and a minute and 1 to play as you see Bobby Portis Jr. call for the illegal screen. That's his first personal foul, no team fouls. As we have a timeout called by the Pistons, I should say. We're going to take one as well. Substitution coming out of the court with 61 seconds to play. We have Sasser, Cunningham, Robinson, Holland, and Stewart. And for the Bucks, let's see, we got Prince, Rollins, Antetokounmpo, Porter Jr., and Portis Jr. Thank goodness that we also got a chance to quickly look at that scoreboard to see who was out on the court for the Bucks. 78 to 69. 10 on the shot clock. Cunningham, bucket, good. Pistons within 7. That's 22 for Cade Cunningham in this game. That matches his total for game 1. He's it over to Portis Jr. Portis Jr. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. Holland will come down with the rebound. Holland feeding it over to Cunningham. Shot clock still on. Cunningham pitches it over to Sasser. He'll shoot the 3. That's no good. Portis Jr. with the rebound. Now it's Porter Jr. with it. Shot clock turned off. Bucks leading it by 7. Led by as many as 15. Giannis coming around. That's no good. Sasser getting it. And that will do it. We are at the end of the third quarter. Bucks were leading by as many as 15, but the Pistons have cut it to within 7. Like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so yet. We'll be back to start the fourth right after this. So we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter here in Milwaukee. We look at the State Farm assist of the game. And that goes to, I couldn't see that for a second, probably Cole Anthony. State Farm, a proud sponsor of NBA 2K26. So it's Portis Jr., Antetokounmpo, Prince, Rollins, and I think that's Porter Jr. That is the lineup set for the Milwaukee Bucks. For the Pistons, I know we got Duncan Robinson, Cade Cunningham, Holland, Reed, and Stewart. No, Holland, Stewart, and Sasser. Never mind. What am I talking about? And there's a bucket right there by Cade Cunningham. Lead back to within 8. It was a three-pointer that I missed for a second by the Bucks, but I knew that put him up 10 for the moment. Portis Jr. feeds it back over to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. He'll have it. He'll put the jump shot up, and that will not fall. Stewart will come down with the rebound. Porter Jr. 5 points on 2 of 7 shooting. He is 1 of 5 from beyond the arc. Cunningham. He'll put the layup up. That's good. Pistons within 6. Giannis. I said they have not been this close in a while at this point, and he'll miss that shot. Robinson feeds it back over to Cunningham. We got 16 on the shot clock. Back over to Holland. Holland. He'll put the shot up. That is no good. Porter Jr. grabbing a rebound. Over to Taurean Prince. Prince finding over to Porter Jr. 13 on the shot clock. 81-75. Over to Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. Feeding it over to Prince. Prince back over to Giannis. Giannis with the layup. That's good. And a lead up to 8 again. We got 9:52 to play here in the fourth. Hear the defense chants right now, Milwaukee. They need it. They're not used to seeing a close game right now in this postseason. Cunningham, bucket is good. That's 28 points for Cade Cunningham. So we got 9.5 to play in the fourth. A long 9.5 to play in this game. Antetokounmpo. Got 12 on the shot clock. Giannis coming around. He pushes his way. He'll get the bucket in there. The lead is up to 8 again. Cunningham. We got 10 on the shot clock. And that is no good. Antetokounmpo grabbing a rebound. $14 on the shot clock. And 10 on the shot clock here. 8:35 to play in the fourth. He's it over to Porter Jr. He'll shoot the 3. He'll make the 3, and the lead is up to 11 again. Those are the shots, if you're the Bucks, you really want, because this Pistons team, they're not going away. They actually matched their total from game 1. They still got 8 minutes left to play. That's no good. Portis Jr. grabbing a rebound. 38-32. Bucks are winning the rebound edge, but there's not as big of a discrepancy as it was in game 1 when they went 51-37, or outscored rebound 51-34. Antetokounmpo, he's coming around the layup, and the lead is up to 13 again for the Bucks. They led by as many as 15. It was 51-35 actually. That was the rebound discrepancy there. Robinson passes that one up for a second, feeds it over to Marcus Sasser. 8 on the shot clock. Sasser. That bucket is no good. Portis Jr. grabbing a rebound. We got over to Porter Jr. Porter Jr., that shot is up. That's good! Lead up to 15 again. Kevin Porter Jr. Ryan Rollins will have the assist there. Over 5 minutes into the fourth quarter. 92-77. Pistons had it as close as 6. Cunningham with a bucket. Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. will call a timeout. Timeout, Bucks. 6:38 to play in the fourth. We're going to take a timeout. 92-79, Bucks on top. Coming out of the timeout here, let's look at it. We have out of the court Cunningham, Ivy, Thompson, Harrison, Duren. So that's the starting five there. On the court, let's see, for the Pistons, for the Bucks, Anthony, Trent Jr., Kuzma. I know Giannis is still out there. And Miles Turner. So the starting five are out for both teams at this point here. 6.5 to play here in the fourth. 13-point lead for the Milwaukee. 5 on the shot clock. He's coming around, and that is no good. Jalen Duren grabbing the rebound. Jaden Ivey. Ivey feeding it over to Cunningham. Cunningham, he'll shoot from inside. That's no good. Antetokounmpo grabbing the rebound. Feeds it over to Kuzma. Kuzma for three. That's in there! And the lead is up to 15 again. They said he was inside. I thought that was a three, but they said he was inside. So it's only 94-79. The lead is up to 15 again. That's tied for their largest. Thompson, he'll shoot the three. That's off the back iron. Miles Turner grabbing the rebound. Got Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma feeding it over to Antetokounmpo. Under 5.5 here in the fourth. 10 on the shot clock. And that's going to be an illegal screen against Miles Turner. That's his first personal foul. No team fouls were called because that was on the offensive end. Duren will inbound it to Cade Cunningham. Long 5:20 to play here in the fourth. I say a long 20, even though it's a 15-point lead. The Pistons have not gone away into the night quietly yet. Or not gone quietly into the night yet. Ivy, he'll put the shot up. That is no good. Trent Jr. grabbing a rebound. 5 to play here in the fourth. Cole Anthony feeds it over to Turner. Turner with the layup. That's in there. And the Bucks have their largest lead at 17. That is 17 for Turner. Cunningham feeds it over to Ivy. He'll shoot the three. He'll miss it. Turner grabbing the rebound over to Kyle Kuzma. Kuzma, he'll shoot the three. That is in and out. Jalen Duren grabbing the rebound. 4:25 to play in the fourth. Feeds it back over to Thompson. Thompson over to Harris. He'll shoot the three. He'll make the three. Pistons within 14. Cole Anthony crossing the half-court line. Cole Anthony feeds it back over to Gary Trent Jr. Over to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo coming around the layup. That's good. 98-82. Lead is up to 16. Under 4 to play here in the fourth. Here the defense chants. Coming around. That layup is good. Pistons 36 of 78. The Bucks 42 of 76. Antetokounmpo. That is good. The Bucks reach the century mark. He has 38 in this game. 184. 3:13 to play in the fourth. And there is a 3-second violation, I should say, against the Pistons. And right now, we got a long 188 to play in the game, but the fans here in Milwaukee are feeling it. Their team about to go up 2-0. Is it Kuzma for three? Drains it! Kyle Kuzma putting the Bucks up by 19 with under 3 minutes to play here in the fourth. Duren feeds it back over to Jaden Ivey, over to Cunningham. Cunningham back over to Tobias Harris, 2:40 to play. Ivey coming around. Jaden Ivey with the layup. That is good. Antetokounmpo crossing the half-court line. 15 on the shot clock. Kuzma with the slam dunk. That's 40 for Antetokounmpo. 40 for him on 20 of 26 shooting here. 2:10 to play in the fourth. You gotta be kidding me, everyone. 19-point lead for the Bucks. Feeds it back over to Cunningham. Cunningham, he'll put the shot up. That is no good. Antetokounmpo grabbing a rebound. Minute 50 to play in the fourth. Cole Anthony feeds it over to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo back over to Trent Jr. He'll shoot the three. That is no good. Jalen Duren grabbing a rebound. Cade Cunningham. A minute and a half to play here in the fourth. Feeds it over to Harris. Tobias Harris with the layup. Jaden Ivey will get the assist there. Antetokounmpo crossing the half-court line. Feeds it back over to Antetokounmpo. He had it for a second. Who did he feed it to? But he got fed back. Giannis over to Turner. Turner with the layup. That's good. 107-88. Cunningham crossing the half-court line. At 18 on the shot clock. Feeds it over to Duren. Jalen Duren with the slam dunk. 107-90. I'll give the Pistons credit here. They're just still by the... Look at that. They averaged 12.5 turnovers a game. That's 8 of them already in this game. But I'll give the Pistons some credit, though. They did hang around for a while. For the Bucks, they had a little scare. And, yes, I know they're up by 17 with under 40 seconds to play. But if you watch the season play through how they have dominated ever since they lost Game 1 to the Indiana Pacers, and you watch how this game was, you know that this was a scare for them. Thompson rejected. Glad to see that Kuzma, though, he's still playing defense here. Shot clock turned off. Both teams will just allow that bucket, but not today. And that's going to do it. The Bucks are going to win 6 in a row. And they will take Game 2 of this series. They'll lead the series 2-0. The final score, the Bucks 107, the Pistons 90. Again, as I said, it's the first time I think I've seen them win by a margin closer than 30-something points. Let's see here. Who's going to get player of the game? I have a feeling it's going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo as he's being interviewed by Ali LaForce. So every series has completed at least the first 2 games. 3 out of the 4 are 2-0. One of them is 1-1. As that's it for that interview that you couldn't hear because you have the game commentary off. And not surprised, it is Giannis Antetokounmpo. We're going to look at the final stats of each player coming up right after this. It is time to look at the post-game player statistics brought to you by 2K Sports. And we start off with the home team. In this case, it is the victorious Milwaukee Bucks, led by Giannis Antetokounmpo with 40 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists. So close to a triple-double. Miles Turner, 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist and a block. Kyle Kuzma, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and a block. Followed by Kevin Porter Jr. with 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. So they have 4 players in double figures in this game. Gary Trent Jr., 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal. Cole Anthony, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Bobby Portis Jr., 3 points, 6 rebounds. Taurean Prince with 3 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Jericho Sims, 3 points and 2 rebounds. Tyler Smith, only 2 points. Ryan Rollins only had 3 assists in the game. Chris Livingston, Andre Jackson Jr., AJ Green, Amir Coffey did not play for the Milwaukee Bucks. And now for the Detroit Pistons. They were led by Cade Cunningham with 32 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. Jaden Ivey with 19 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Tobias Harris, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Asar Thompson, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and 1 steal. Duncan Robinson had 6 points. Then we got Ron Holland, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Jalen Duren, 4 points, 15 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Isaiah Stewart only had 3 rebounds and 1 steal. Marcus Sasser, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Paul Reed, no points. Same with Javonte Green. Then we got Bobby Klippman, Chaz Lanier did not play for the Detroit Pistons. Hey, that will do it for your post-game player statistics. And we are back in the Western Conference where we have Game 3 between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Houston Rockets. The IRL defending champions down 2-0 to the Rockets. The Rockets winning to Oklahoma City, winning the first 2 games. Now they head back home trying to put a stranglehold on this series. The Rockets, one of 2 teams to win at least 1 game on the road in the first 2 games. The other team, the San Antonio Spurs. So ironically, it is the Texas teams that are 3-1 on the road this season. The rest of it have had home teams winning their first 2 games. Game 3, Thunder Rockets. Be there or be squared. If you like what you see, hit the like button. Don't forget to also hit the subscribe button. If you are new to this channel, hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out, as well as don't hesitate to comment what you guys think about these videos. As I said, I'm trying to get through these as fast as I can. It's not really easy doing these. I mean, I know I have life coming up. As I said, I want to try to get these as much as I can, fast as I can, because we do have the second round, the actual NBA playoffs, but my goal is to try to get this done, these second round series done before the actual Western Conference or the actual conference finals in real life. So I want to be in the conference finals at this stage before the conference finals in real life. And with that, done babbling now. And with that, I want to remind everybody the final score of the game. The Milwaukee Bucks got a little bit of a scare by the Pistons today, but they were able to pull this win out. They win 107-90, and they take a 2-0 series lead in this best-of-7 series. And with that, I am Vinny from vdubproductions, and I am signing off.